Kevin Hart is getting a lot of criticism for recently when he did this roast, having a comedian named Tony Hinchcliffe. That's very controversial on there. He made a lot of jokes, especially one towards George Floyd. That was extreme. Let's check it out and I'll give you guys my opinion on the whole situation.
You know, Kevin, they told me not to mention your kids on this roast, but I must say, you did good. They've gotten so big, they now buckle Kevin up in the car seat. It's true, he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fighting. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe. God bless you, Kevin. God bless this room, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Now, I could definitely understand why people were really upset at his set. I think that he was going way too far. Let me just be blunt. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am usually team on the side of comedy, and to where people can make jokes and it shouldn't be taken too seriously. But damn, it seemed as if he just used Kevin Hart as like an outlet for him to get his opinions off on how he feels about black people. There was a lot of racist jokes in there, not even towards Kevin Hart, towards the entire black race. Why? It is a little odd that you made that your thing. I know like shock humor is something that Tony is big on, and roasting is supposed to be something that's big on. Like he had small fragments within there to where it was like, okay, you roasting Kevin Hart. Yes, son. He's short, all this other stuff. Oh, now we back to black people. And then you brought up George Floyd for some apparent reason. Is Kevin Hart like an extreme activist? Does he know the George Floyd family personally? So why was George Floyd brought up at all? It's not the George Floyd roast. So yes, as much as I like to say comedy first and comedians should be able to get their jokes off, you can't even lie and say that wasn't racist. That was pretty racist. And maybe that's what he felt was funny about it. Nah. I'd rather watch Archie Bunker on All in the Family. I'd rather watch The Jeffersons. That was not him cooking. That was pretty bad. And people that were connected to George Floyd's family, they wanted to speak out about it too as well.
One thing about it, you can't tell people what to be offended by and what not to be offended by. Everybody laughing until it's their family member that get murdered. Then it ain't funny. Then it ain't funny when it's your family member. It's funny when it's everybody else's family member, and it's cool when it's everybody else's family member. When it come to your doorstep, you want everybody to feel a certain way. See, I rode for my brother. Didn't take a dime from nobody. Risked everything I had going on in real time. No cap, no lies. 29 different states marching for my brother. Didn't take a dime from nobody. Every dime they tried to pay me, me and Q gave back to the community. Wherever we went, we gave it back. So you can't tell people that risk things and that really love somebody to feel a certain way when he's disrespected.
That's not all. Comedian Little Rel actually spoke about this too as well. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
What up, y'all? All right, I'm gonna say this, right? I end up catching up and watching Kevin Hart roast. What I am annoyed by, and I'm just keeping it 100, y'all. I don't understand. Like, it's one thing to roast the people that's there. It's one thing to roast the people that may be in the audience there. roasting somebody that, number one, is dead, number two, that's not there, number three, that the implications of why you should joke about that. Like Tony Hinchcliffe joke about George Floyd didn't make sense to me. There was no reason to bring George Floyd into this. You know, it just was disgusting. And I do feel a certain way that the audience was okay booing Draymond Green every time his name was mentioned, or just, you know, so y'all could boo. We know people was booing in there, but you don't boo Tony Hinchcliffe right after that. I'm starting to understand, and I get it, man, and I'm okay with not being a part of a lot of this cliquey bull that's in comedy or in our business that some of y'all may think I'm a part of, but I'm not. I 100% would have booed that mother and probably walked out. That's all I'm saying. Come on, y'all. Like, I do think times we are like too sensitive about certain things. Why we just can't agree that bringing up George Floyd and the way he did it was just f***ed up and not funny and not needed. It wasn't even needed.
Yeah, I think the joke, it had nothing to do with Kevin Hart, and it seemed like he was just used for Tony Hinchcliffe to get off something that he had on his chest for a long time. Or is that just the gimmick? Is it, hey, let me get as much shock humor as possible out there so people could feel a type of way, and then that way my name comes up and stuff like that? Nah, fam, that's just, it's very odd. It's super odd and out of place. Roast Kevin Hart, bro. I'm not trying to be sensitive, but yeah, I can see why people are upset.
I'm good. What up, girl? You look fantastic. You look so good. Do you have like 30 seconds to chat really quick?
Yeah.
So talking about Kevin Hart roast, right?
Yes, it was so much fun.
So Lonnie Love didn't think so. Lonnie Love was like, you know what? It's exhausting. It's edgy. Specifically about the George Floyd joke. What are you thinking? Is it just comedy? Should they have been a little less?
I think it should have been shorter. The show was too long.
Okay.
I mean, I was sitting there the whole time. I had to pee. Something I didn't hear the George Floyd joke because I had to pee so bad.
So you went to the bathroom with
yeah,
that?
I was a glorified seat filler, and I was tired.
Well, also, I mean, Lonnie and other people were like, oh, maybe it was a little too racially motivated. What do you think as far as like the jokes? Is this just comedy, or are people taking it too seriously?
Is this all comedians saying it that wasn't invited?
Thanks, Miss Irish. Ciao.
Corny. That was mad corny. The ones who weren't invited. Like, this was heaven. Like, you weren't on the list? Word? Do you really want to do that? We just got Cat Williams to stop going at you. You want to? Word? Crazy as hell. Yeah, I thought that was trash. But overall, I'm not like super mad and sitting here like, I hate Tony Hinchcliffe. Nah, I think what he's built with the Kill Tony show is pretty dope. And it allows people to come in and roast him and go off on him and say whatever they want. So it is what it is. I think that people could have did the same thing there, and I think that they did. So check out my previous video where I speak on him getting roasted by a few comedians at the event. Hopefully it pops up on the screen now. If not, go to my homepage.